Well, if you're judging by the title, then you know what this show might be about. But for the most part, you are correct. This is the last episode of base coverage. This is the end of an era. This is the last time we were recording base coverage. And I just thought it was fair to make that announcement, talk to you guys, and chop it up a little bit. You know, when I first started Athletes Forum, this was supposed to be a podcast, really opening up stories, inviting people inside the locker room, uh, sharing different perspectives coming from athletes, coaches from the international game. When I say that, I'm not just football, basketball, baseball, volleyball. And in the beginning, I had a lot of opportunities to talking to a lot of people. I want to give a shout out to Sandro Platzgummer. The first article I ever did was with him going through the IPP program, following his success, going to the Giants, and a lot of other stories follow that, and a lot of other great examples follow that. And I started Athletes Forum during pandemic-ish, where a lot of things were up in the air. But for me, it was really an opportunity to connect with my roots in Europe, stay in touch with what's going on over there, follow the games and follow people's journey and past, and really getting to know like a lot of people. And when the European League of Football started, we got the birth of base coverage. All right. Before base coverage, I don't want to be remiss and forget, we also I had the opportunity to pair up with Vincent Perfect Purvis up there in Finland, who was doing great things with American football in Finland. He and I started what we call the Scoop, which was really, having those locker room talks with like a lot of players from a football perspective. And some episodes are still currently on the channel. You could check those out. Great topics. I got a chance to talk to a lot of guys even before, they are where they are now. Obviously, Jamal Smash White. He was a player. Now he's a coach. Jadrian Clark, following his journey and what he is now. Nico Lester. A lot of great guys gave me the opportunity to, just to talk. And that's where I really wanted to create Athletes Forum about. And then when base coverage came along in the European League of Football and then covering the league, the channel really became more centered around the growth of the European League of Football, what was going on in the European League of Football, reporting from the European League of Football. And it's been great. It's been great thus far. I've continued to meet and develop, more relationships, more that I have now. Had the opportunity to be a part of the league in terms of going on your show, see every once in a while, and I've been appreciative of that. And base coverage definitely, opened up the way so a lot of people, and welcome them to this channel. And I appreciate you guys, coming to the channel, sharing the videos. I appreciate our discussions in the topics or in the comment box, and it's been great thus far. But yeah, it's time for it to come to an end. Base coverage was fun, and it was a great journey. And it's off to bigger and better things, and kind of see where this thing goes. As I mentioned, when I started Athletes Forum, I really wanted to talk to athletes and coaches and have those discussions, but I didn't want it to be centered around just football. And I feel like that's what it's become as of late. So what I want to do is get back to, I guess, my roots. Get back to my roots and, being able to talk, have fun. I'm not expecting anything from this from a financial gain, really just enjoying the process and everything that comes with it. But really want to get back to talking to athletes from all different sports and getting different types of perspectives. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. So just because there's no more base coverage doesn't mean there's an end. All right. Doesn't mean there's an end. This officially will be transitioning to the Athletes Forum podcast. Athletes Forum podcast is going to focus on more than just the European League of Football, more than just football in Europe. And we're going to broaden this thing. We're going to widen this thing. We're going to see, who we could touch, who we could get on, and enjoy it. That's all I want to do. Just enjoy talking ball, talking sports with coaches, getting into the minds, having topics, debates, and discussions, and kind of see where it goes. Again, this has been fun, and I've been enjoying it, but I want to broaden the horizon and continue to push the limits and see where Athletes Forum could go. So, yes, this is the end of base coverage, but this is the beginning of the Athletes Forum podcast.
We doing everything they talk about. You know I'm everything a boss about. Not putting work and gotta toss them out. I'm really biting, they just barking out. I'm really riding, they just parking now. Hit street, what to talk about. See the big H when I'm walking out. Yeah.